of life's journeys on the wings of Goodyear. Okay, back in Salt Lake City, where the topic everyone's been talking about is the judging controversy surrounding Monday night's pairs competition. For the latest on today's developments, here's Tom Hammond. Tom.
Well, Bob, as you might imagine, it's a story that's not going to go away anytime soon. The world's media have been all over it. And today, the president of the sport's governing body, the International Skating Union, held a standing room only press conference.
I have an allegation and I have a denial. This is the situation.
While published reports allege there was collusion among the judges, today we found out that the first official complaint came from the chief referee.
We're talking about the chief referee, Mr. Fenning of the U.S., correct?
The chief referee is Mr. Ron Fenning.
Right, and he is the one who made the allegation, not one of the other referees.
Yes.
Okay.
While Jamie and David have been gracious in their disappointment, Skate Canada is filing an appeal. 2 hours after the ISU press conference, the Canadian Olympic Association called one of its own.
First of all, we want to say that we don't wish to in any way tarnish the medal that was won by the Russian pairs. We're not here to pull somebody down, we're here to pull somebody up. If it should turn out to be the case and accepted by the council who we're appealing to, that the judging that took place on Monday night was tarnished, then we see no reason why the council of the ISU should not consider awarding a second gold medal.
Now, the man who filed the original complaint, Ron Fenning of the United States, is the chief referee. He doesn't vote, but he oversees the judging at these events, and he was the chief referee at the pairs competition. He's hired an attorney, and he says he won't be speaking until everything is decided. Joined now by Sandra Bezic and Scott Hamilton. And Sandra, you've been covering the story all day long. What's the most significant thing that happened today?
I think the most significant thing is that the Canadians are filing an appeal that does challenge the integrity of the judging of the pairs event the other night. The other thing is that they have asked for an inquiry, an independent inquiry, into figure skating judging across the board, and I think that's fantastic.
Has an appeal of this magnitude ever been filed before?
No,
and
it has not.
Have they ever overturned a decision before?
No, they have not.
So not any precedent.
This is pretty big.
Yeah. And Scott, we've talked so much about the Canadian aspect of all this. There are other aspects to it as well.
Yeah, this breaks my heart. You know, the whole thing has just been so unfortunate. I came back last night from dinner, and I was walking through the hotel, and I ran into Anton and Elena Sigrlitz and Berezhnaya, and my heart just breaks for them. They did nothing wrong. They're wonderful skaters. They're wonderful human beings, and for them to be vilified for what happened with the judging at the event is extremely unfortunate. They deserve a lot better than that. They're great people. They don't want any of this to be, and I feel bad for the entire sport. And one thing I am worried about is that a forced inquiry is a great thing, but I worry that it might escalate into a witch hunt that undermines the credibility of all skating and any result from this day forward.
Well, Bob, it looks like so far there are no winners in this whole affair.
Let me put this to Scott and Sandra very briefly. Reform in the future of this whole process is one thing, but is there any realistic possibility that this result could be reevaluated, either through a reskate or a reevaluation of the tape, or even through the awarding of a second gold medal?
To my knowledge, there is nothing that exists in the rules that will change the result of the other night beyond, unless there was some sort of I guess, undermined activity or whatever. Nothing that exists now will change the result.
But today in the press conference, Ottavio Cinquante did suggest that the door was open to change. So I think we can still keep hope.
Sounds like we're breaking new ground, Bob.
All right. Tom, Scott, Sandra, thanks very much. When we come back, America's top skier, Bode Miller, in Alpine's most